Hello, hello. So, how would you actually work with soul signatures in the moment? Let's have a look. So, if you have been catching my videos, my reels, following me for a little while, you will know that I work with soul signatures. You will know that they channeled through me and that they are a visual and energetic representation of the energy of soul. Hello, if you don't know me, I'm Nicola Tonsaga. I am a soul visionary. I work with soul signatures. I'm the founder of Soul Signatures, and they help you connect to your light, your essence, your truth, and your joy, and they help you live that within life. And if you have followed me, you'll probably know that you have a soul signatures profile, which helps you understand the key energies that soul really wants you to embody, it wants you to live into, it wants you to bring to life within you and within life. But your soul signatures profile is actually just one aspect of working with soul signatures, because a profile is informative. But soul signatures, because soul is present within you all of the time, soul signatures work with you all of the time. And their magic is in helping you understand the path right now, helping you understand the gift in the moment right now. And how do they do that? Well, soul signatures are active within you. At any given moment in time, there will be one or more soul signatures that are present, that are active, that are actually activating within your energy, and they are helping you to recognize certain things, certain synchronicities, receive certain insights. But more importantly than that, they help you to understand exactly where you are in the path in terms of your learning, what you're being asked to grow into, how you're being asked to stretch. And I can talk about that forever, but the best way is to actually be in the moment and actually understanding through experience how they work. So what I would love for you to do with me is just to take a moment, put your hand on your chest if you want to, just take a breath and come back to center with me. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about, or I'm going to say each of the soul signatures names. And I want you to just tune in to your response when I say their name, so that you actually recognize the response you have when I say a particular soul signature's name. And that soul signature is a soul signature that's active for you right now. And it may be that there is a soul signature that jumps out at you. It may be that there's a subtle impression. So and if you want to, close your eyes for a moment. So what we're going to do is we're going to identify the soul signature that's active for you through your intuition, through your wisdom, through your inner rising, through what calls to you as I say the name. And then I'm going to talk about what each of those soul signatures is actually asking you to do in the moment. And obviously the soul signature that's relevant for you is a soul signature that you intuit right now. So if you want to, just take a breath with me and close your eyes and just allow yourself to focus and notice which of the soul signature names that you're drawn to. Initiation, resonance, commitment, anchor, the feminine, the masculine, emergence, surrender, transformation, integration, devotion. So notice which signature felt stronger for you, which signature came to mind more when I use their names. And I'm going to take you through some of the key energy that might be active for you in terms of what they're asking you to do, depending on what signature is active for you right now. So if initiation was a signature that called to you when I said its name, it wants you to start. It wants you to stop procrastinating and actually take action, and it also wants you to consider doing something differently. So if you have always done something in the same way, this is your invitation to do something differently. And if you're thinking, I don't know what action to take because I don't know what direction I'm going in, well, momentum and action has to have a direction. So if you don't know what direction you're going in, initiation is saying, just choose a direction. Choose a direction, take a step in that direction, and if that direction isn't quite right, it will shift and you will notice it shifting, but it won't shift before you actually take action. If resonance is active for you, if that's the name that spoke to you when I spoke it, resonance is asking you to look at where you are actually aligned right now. Are you resonating with the past? Are you resonating with past versions of you? Are you resonating with who you used to be? Are you trying to go backward? Because resonance with aligned energy is wanting to take you forward. So allow yourself to start to resonate with where you want to go, with the change that you want to happen. And that can be any change within you, any change within life. But resonance is asking you to align with what you want and where you're going, rather than to focus on what was, what is no longer present, what has been. It wants you to move into alignment with where you're going and what you want now. If it was commitment that you were drawn to, commitment is asking you to own a truth right now that you have been reluctant to own. What is a truth about yourself or to yourself that you are not listening to? What is the truth that you don't want to hear? And what is the truth that when you actually face it, so when you take the blinkers off you, when you take the blinkers off your life, when you take the blinkers off a problem, and you actually look at something clearly, what is a truth that will rise and change things for you and give you a clearer way to move forward, or give you a way to find a solution? If anchor is calling for you, anchor is asking you to stop validating externally and to start validating within who you are. Allow yourself to be the certainty that you need and stop seeking that certainty externally. What can you do right now to actually come back to you and start to see yourself as the center, the safety, the security, the stability that you need in your life? And it needs you to start validating who you are from you, for you, rather than seeking external validation for your choices or decisions. If the feminine was calling to you, the feminine is asking you to nurture yourself. It's asking you to put boundaries in place right now and do what you need to do for you. Now, that might not be rest and recuperation. That might be changing your diet. That might be taking exercise. It might be moving. It might be actually doing something. But it's asking you to nurture you, to put boundaries in place so that you receive what you need to receive for you. And it also encourages you to ask for support. So if you know that you need some help, if you know that you need some support, if you know that you need to receive something so that you can be supported, held, nurtured, it's asking you to do that. Boundaries are really important here with the feminine. If the masculine signature is one that calls to you, the masculine is asking you to be disciplined about what you need to do. It's asking you not to wait for motivation, but to allow the discipline to create the motivation. The masculine is asking you basically to put in place what you need to do to achieve what you need to achieve. And it's telling you that you're not going to achieve that if you are haphazard and you don't have a plan or you don't have a routine. It wants you to really be disciplined. And if you're not, and if you can't put the steps in place that you need to put into place, what the masculine is saying for you right now is, do you really believe you can achieve what you want to? Because if you did, you would put the discipline in place. But it wants you to get disciplined. So it wants you to take away all of the airy-fairiness. It wants you to take away all of the flow, all of the, oh, I must sit in my feminine energy. And it wants you to be disciplined and say, This is what I need to do, and this is how I'm going to get there. So it really wants you to be disciplined in your approach. If it's emergence, emergence is asking you to stop playing small. Emergence is asking you to stop living into what you think you want and actually really tune in to what you really desire. What is it that's really calling you? What is the passion? What is the adventure? What is the thing that you really, really need? What really lights you up? It's asking you to take the ceiling off what you think is possible for you and actually really tune into the calling in your heart, because emergence wants you to reach for that. It doesn't want you to, and I hate the word playing small, but it doesn't want you to play small. It wants you to reach for what you really want. Passion is important, not the vision that you think you should have. So if you're a business owner and you think, oh, well, I should be achieving 10K months, for instance, if that doesn't light you up, that is not the vision. What is the vision? It wants you to really connect into and reach for the vision, because until you really identify the vision, what emergence is saying for you right now is you're going to go around in circles. If surrender called to you, surrender is asking you to let go of what you can't control, to stop focusing on what you can't control and actually focus on what you can do. It wants you to surrender into your energy, your fullness, and you do that when you own what you can do and you focus on what you can do and you bring your full attention into what you can do, as opposed to getting lost in everything that you can't or things that are not actually in your gift to control. So where can you come back to really aligning your focus with what you need to focus on, which is the stuff that you can do, and how can you really surrender into the fullness of that purpose, the fullness of that focus? If it was transformation that was calling to you, then transformation is actually asking you to lean into your shadow at the moment, to really allow yourself to lean into the parts of yourself that perhaps you have ignored a little bit lately, those aspects that have been calling to be recognized, that have been calling to be seen, so that they can be healed, so that they can be accepted, so that they can actually transmute into something that serves you. So there's an aspect of shadow work around transformation, if that's the signature that called you. And when we look at signatures calling us, the visuals are just part of their energy. The signatures are inherent within you. So their name, and just being able to recognize the name and feel that call when I speak their name or when you speak their name, that is still the signature activating within you. So transformation calls you to look at the shadow. What is it that you need to look at in those darker aspects of yourself, those difficult aspects of yourself, perhaps parts of your past, parts of the path that you've walked, which held challenges that you haven't really allowed yourself to heal? That's the important part with transformation at the moment. If integration was the energy that's called you, it wants you to recognize that right now, right here, you're whole. Even if it doesn't feel as though you are, even if you feel as though there are bits of you dotted all over the place and there's a different focus and you don't really know who you are, it wants you to recognize your wholeness. It wants you to recognize your sovereignty right now. And it wants you to take a step forward, knowing that you're whole, knowing that even if you don't have the whole plan, you don't know everything, even if you don't feel confident or you don't feel ready, integration is saying right here, right now, you have everything you need. In this moment, you are whole. Lead from that and take a step. And if you have devotion, so if devotion is the thing that called for you right now, devotion in this moment is saying, where are you doing one thing and saying something else? So where are you not aligned with integrity within yourself? Where is there a difference between what you say you do and what you actually do, who you say you are, and how you actually are? Devotion wants you to recognize where there's a lack of congruence, and that is a thing that is stopping you moving forward. So where are you not living into what you say you do? Where are you abandoning yourself in that respect? Actually be the person who does the thing. If this is what you say you do, if this is what you say you are, if this is who you say you are, devotion says be that person. Don't step back from it. So don't self-abandon. Actually step into the integrity that you are holding with what you say and allow yourself to be that. So I hope this has supported you. So at any given moment in time, soul signatures, any given soul signature is active, and the signature that's active helps you understand the growth that you're being asked to do, the inner work that you're being asked to do at any given moment in time. And all of the soul signatures have different qualities, they have different activations, and they have different challenges as well. And any of those can be active for you. So the ones I've shared right here and now in this video are the ones that I've tuned into as I've been working for those of you who are watching this. So whichever soul signature you were drawn to, and whatever I spoke about that soul signature, lean into what that means for you and allow that to guide what growth you need to meet within yourself. Allow that to guide what step you need to take.